Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today I'm going to take a look at the HULA Girl. Yes, that is what this car is actually called. This is a Ford Custom. Obviously this is a Ford, I'll tell you guys exactly. It is a Ford Roadster slash, was not slash, but like in quotation marks, it's the HULA Girl version of it. Anyway, this is part of the Barrett Jackson car pack. So I wanted to go ahead and take a look at this thing. So if you guys didn't know, there's a car pack that came out a while back, and I just keep looking at their cars because they're very interesting to look at. This was the fastest, actually it still is the fastest accelerating car in the game. They brought this out. It's insane to drive. This is also really good to drive. Very fast car. I wanted to take a look at this as well. I wanted to see what this was like. Again, we still have a few cars to take a look at. I like the Chevy Chevelle. I absolutely love the Chevy Chevelle actually, but I wanted to take a look at some of these more weird cars because they have potential and chances to be like very fast cars. So this has 850 horsepower in the game and weighs 1,134 kilos, right? This has 200 horsepower but weighs 1,125 kilos. However, you can engine swap this thing and get it to be really fast anyway. So again, like I said, it's just some weird cars added into the game, and I wanted to see and I wanted to drive them. Now again, this is only 200 horsepower, so I don't really know if I want to drive this thing stock. I feel like it'll be a little bit boring. It's boring. You can see how fast it is already. It's not doing much. It's not doing much damage here. It's not that fast. But if we get our hands on it and I go ahead and I change some stuff on it, maybe we can actually get this thing to be kind of quick. So engine swapping is a must on this car because by the looks of things, the standard engine is not going to do a lot. I'm going to go ahead and just upgrade the standard engine and I'll show you guys how much power this thing makes. I already checked. I already checked to see how fast this thing is with the stock engine just upgraded. Alright, it's supercharged as well, so yeah, anyway. 372 horsepower. So it's not really up there. But we have a lot of options. A lot of options. 6.2 V8, 5.2 V8, 8.4 V10, 7-liter V8, 6.5 V12, and we have the racing V8 as well. I'm kind of interested in the racing V8. I really like the racing V8. It's super lightweight and it does pull out a lot of power and a lot of torque. So that's probably what I'm going to go with in today's video. We have a 7-liter V8. This is another interesting one that would be kind of cool to add on. And then the rest of them, we already know what they do. This one, I want to add it on. And twin turbo. I am also going to go ahead and make it all-wheel drive since we are going to be drifting this thing. Obviously, we're going to make it a little bit heavier since we are doing all-wheel drive on it. Don't really want to do anything to the visuals of this thing. It's just not gonna make too much of a difference here. Also, it'll just make it look a lot worse. Race tires is a must on this thing, or we're gonna slide everywhere. Again, this thing pulls out a lot of power. 305 in the rear, what was it, 250? 255s? Yeah, 255s in the front. I really like the standard wheels on this thing. I really don't want to change them. I really should. They really should add some more wheels in this game to be able to, like, for me to change these wheels to something else, but they don't really have like those classic wheel like options. They just don't have many of them at all. Like it's hard to find a set of wheels that actually will suit this very well. These maybe, like, not really. There's not really a lot of wheels, like I said, that actually suit this, like aftermarket wheels that they've added into the game. There needs to be more. I kind of like these. I don't even know what they're called exactly. Wireframe wheels? I don't even know. I honestly don't. Either way, I'm gonna keep those the way they are. However, for the wheel size, there are 15s, slightly bigger in the rear. I think should be nice. 17s in the rear, maybe, and 16s in the front. Should do this quite nicely. Yeah, it looks a little bit better. Now, everything else pretty much race spec. It's already at S2 900, so that's very interesting. And obviously, I did check, but I didn't show you guys, but I did check before. We can have drift suspension on it, which is great. This is a very light car. It's only 1,000 kilos. With the parts that we're going to be changing and doing onto this thing, obviously we're going to get this thing to be even better. I don't really think I should add a roll cage onto it. 904 kilos. Jesus. Well, this is definitely going to go back to 1,000 kilos now. Especially with the intercooler and everything like that, but it's a ton. Wait, is it even gonna go back to... It's not even. It's gonna be under 1,000 kilos. That is pretty interesting. 1,356 horsepower. Weight, 936 kilos. That is ridiculous. That's really good. It's on race tires. No tune on it yet. Still S2. So that's interesting. Could this be a good car here? Our gear ratios are a bit close. Stretch these out slightly. I know we don't really need that much top speed, and this thing seems we're gonna go ahead and drift it, but I'm gonna do all that. Also, for the torque distribution, usually 80%. Go to the rear wheels. We'll test it out like that. If I need to change anything on it, I will. Other than that, I'm gonna leave it the way it is for the moment and just lock the diff, and that's pretty much it. So let's drive this thing. Let's see what it's like. Can we actually slide this thing? It's got a short wheelbase again, so I think the sim steering is gonna be very, very interesting on this car. As we've tried with another one of these cars in a different video. Well, it's definitely got the power to pull this thing along with ease, like really, really easy. So power, grip, no issue here. Yeah, power and grip is definitely no issue here. I'm gonna go to Fortune Island. Hopefully it's not dark, and hopefully it's not rainy. I want to go ahead and just drive this thing on nice dry land. Please. Just do this for me, game. Just let me test my car out. I want to see what it's like. And then you can do whatever you want. Come on. Usually start taking this. Okay, it's raining. And it's dark. Cool. Both of my favorite things. Let's go ahead and get rid of everything on the map just so I can fast travel easier. Will that activate actually if I get rid of everything on the map? I don't think it will, so I'm gonna just bring it back on again. I forgot. I just wanted to make the map look a little bit cleaner. That's fine. Alright. Let's see what this thing is like. Again, it is in the rain. No sim steering for the first attempt. I wanted to see what this thing is like. And then after that, maybe we can... Fourth gear is a bit too much for that corner. This is really, really smooth to drive. This is really, really good to drive. It's a bit slow, especially since I'm not doing the whole sim steering thing. It's a little slow for the transitions. You can see how slow it takes for it to go from one side to another. Other than that, it just pulls and pulls and pulls. It has all the grip in the world. Not too much so the wheels don't spin. Sometimes you go even a little bit too fast. It's got great power, a lot of torque. I like this thing. This is very nice to drive. Again, we're not even on sim steering yet, so... And it's got no tune on it. That's another thing. It doesn't even have a tune on it. And it's performing fairly well. Easy 500,000 points. It's really not bad at all. I honestly expected this to be just slightly worse than this. I expected this to get around 400 and maybe 430, 440,000 points the first attempt. But it's very, very easy to get used to. Really, really easy to drive. Alright, I'm gonna put this thing on sim steering. I know it's not gonna be fun to drive now because especially in the... Wait, what am I even doing? What am I doing? I don't need to change my tune. I need to go to sim steering. So settings. And steering, put that in simulation. And there we go. Now, if you guys want to know the difference, I've made a video on it. Sim steering versus normal steering. If you guys want to check that out, it's somewhere on my channel. I feel like I have to force this a lot more to go sideways than a usual car. But this is definitely better. What I don't remember what car was I driving the last time. There was a car that I was driving the last time. I think it was still part of the Bert Jackson car pack. and it didn't like, because it had like such a short wheelbase, it didn't like to go sideways at all with sim steering, because it just used to flick back so hard. And you couldn't catch it. I mean, this still flicks back really, really hard, but I mean, again, like I said, no tune on this thing, so I can definitely get this thing to drive a lot better. Right now, it's a little bit all over the place, as you can see. Well, I'm all over the place with this car. But sim steering basically helps you transition a lot faster, so you won't lose a lot of points during the period of you going left to right or right to left, pretty much when you're changing direction. It's a lot snappier. A lot snappier. But if you get used to it, it can get you a lot more points. I went way too fast. Okay. Okay. Well, it is manageable, so that's the thing. That's the thing with this car. It's definitely manageable. I need to be able to slow down a little bit in some of these corners, because I'm definitely going a bit too fast. I'm like literally hitting into things. Is my steering wheel upside down, or has it just got 4 spokes? It's got 4 spokes. Okay, I was about to say, I was like, why is my steering wheel literally the opposite way around? Oh my god, there it is. Just had to get used to it. No 4th gear, don't need that. Just keep it in 3rd. This gear is fairly long anyway, so just keep it going. Definitely no record-breaking car, this. Could be, maybe, with a good tune, but for right now, it just feels like a solid car to drive. Again, just 3rd gear. Has lots of grip, lots to show off. Especially all-wheel drive. Definitely wouldn't be running this thing with sim steering and rear-wheel drive. I went a bit too fast there. Definitely wouldn't be running this with rear-wheel drive, sim steering, and this amount of power. No chance. It just isn't gonna happen. The front wheels are a bit too thin. They still have a lot of grip, I'm not gonna lie, but like I feel like the front wheels are gonna be a little bit too thin to run this thing as a rear-wheel drive. Unless I really bring back the rear wheels, but then I won't have a lot of grip. And by that I mean like, I'm on like 315s, 305s on the rear wheels. And on the front I'm still only at 255s. 537,000 points. That's not bad at all for a car with no tune. Not bad at all. So there you go. That's how easy it is to build a drift car in this game. I mean, pretty much anything you can get to go sideways and slap on some sim steering. This car was pretty much free, so anybody has this. Like pretty much everyone has this car if you ended up having the car pass, or you decided to buy this car pack. So it's very, very easy to build a car in this game, right? To just have a normal drift car. What's more difficult is to go for records. That's why people think that when I try to do top 1000 or anything like that, people just automatically assume it's like, top 1000, that's easy. That's 1,000 people have done that. Yeah, but it's usually out of a million people, pretty much. So, and I don't always go for top 1000. If I can do top 1000, I try for something higher than that. And I still do get some people saying that, you know, top 1000 isn't really that great. I mean, there's 1,000 people that have done it, but I mean, try to do it yourselves, and it's not really that easy. It's not really that easy. You definitely need a good car for most of that, but when you're trying to tune a drift car, or when you're trying to get like a little drift car for yourself to drive, try just to get like 3 stars on these events and stuff like that, I think that's very, very easy to do. I see people sometimes in my comments complain that, oh, I don't have a car to do to be able to get 3 stars in these events. How do you do it? It's like, I mean, it's fairly easy to do. Fairly easy to get any car pretty much to get sideways and to get 3 stars in these events. Especially the drift zones. The drift zones, I think, are very, very, very easy. I mean, you just get any car that's rear-wheel drive that has slightly more horsepower, and you have drift suspension, and you can do pretty much every single one of them with it. I was actually thinking about getting like the cheapest car possible and try to be able to do like every drift zone like in this game. Try to get 3 stars in it, with like a stock car. I feel like that'd be kind of interesting. Like, what would be like the best stock car? No tune at all on it. Literally just buy the car and then use it and then try to get 3 stars on every single event in this game. And obviously car that's not DLC, so just everybody can use to just get 3 stars in the game. You know what I mean? I feel like that'd be very, very interesting to try out and see. And it doesn't matter for what event, like to do it for speed zones, speed traps, everything. I want to try see if I can get one of those cars, and that is completely stock. So if you guys want to try see if I could do that challenge, let me know down in the comments below and give me suggestions on what car you guys think should be decent enough to be able to do all that. So again, one car in the game, completely stock, that could pretty much do every single one of these events. That has enough of a top speed that I can do all these jumps. That has enough grip that I can do like off-road drifts or off-road speed zones and all that sort of stuff. And also has enough power that I can get it sideways to do the drift zones. So I feel like there's a very, very small window there of cars that I can actually choose. So if you guys want to let me know what car I should try out for some of those, I will choose literally 3 different, or I will choose pretty much all the events, 1 out of every single event, and then I'll try my best to see if I can get 3 stars on all of that. I feel like that will be a kind of an interesting series. I've thought about this for a little bit, and I wanted to see if I can get it to happen. So testing out pretty much stock cars to see if they're good or bad to do pretty much any event in. So yeah, anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you want to see more videos like this on the channel, don't forget to subscribe. The HULA Girl is fun to drive. I feel like with a proper tune on it, like a proper drift zone tune, I mean, so like pretty much changing your toe and your camber and all that sort of stuff, specifically just so you can get the stick to change direction faster, also changing the anti-roll bars, see how this thing reacts to it being a lot stiffer or a lot softer, all that sort of stuff, you know, because this will definitely take a long time to be able to tune a car that's perfect for a specific drift zone, because you're not going to be able to do every single drift zone or every single speed zone, you know, record-breaking attempts with just the 1 car and the 1 tune. It just doesn't happen. You guys even see me in top 1000 where I go ahead and I change my tunes, and people are asking me, where's the tune? Can you update the tune? Change the tune in the shop, or change the tune in the thing. Yeah, but like the thing is, if I do it, then it'll be specific for that one event, and I wanted, like, with the tunes that I share are going to be a little bit more universal that everybody can use. So yeah, that's why my tunes, I don't really update them all the time, because, you know, sometimes I change them for specific events. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Again, thank you guys very much for watching. This has been the HULA Girl, and she's been kind of good. All right, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.